Okay, it's been a struggle here just to get started. The software's buggy, my computer's buggy. Everything's pretty new. It shouldn't really be this way. But that's how we do it. I just wonder if I can get a recenter. No, the recenter don't work. Definitely don't work. Wow. Let's try sitting back. Well, that worked the best. Had to look straight up. Well, let's get it rock and rolling here. Let's start her up. Release the brake. Let's get going. It's just buggy software. Buggy software has always been the name of the game with games. It's like it's just too hard for them to program for every situation. But I got a pretty new PC with pretty new components. You think it'd be all right. And I'm also mainly here to test the audio today. And try to get my settings a little bit smoother. I guess this ain't so bad. It's got that goofy mirror on it and stuff. I don't like that internal mirror. But we're in Idaho for the first time. So that'll be different. And we got 382 miles to go, and we got enough fuel, and we got enough rest. Usually these jobs haven't been starting me out like that. But we'll see how it goes here. Everything's still a bit jerky, so I need some more adjustments made to all my settings. And it's a constant struggle with that when you really don't know. Like, one little nudge might be a whole bunch in one setting, but a great big nudge in another setting. So it's all just playing around. It's a matter of experience, like so many things. So far, though, I've really loved it as what'll be a long-term cheap outlet. The initial investment was a lot, but long-term, this will be an inexpensive game. There's kind of a pretty view of the river. At some point I'll figure out photo mode. That can be helpful for some of the things like this. They get some cool looking trains. And some of this is looking kind of realistic. I want some more mods for more realism though. That's going to be a goal of mine. I really like the realistic aspect of it. Now, I got a red light ticket, and I don't know if it was because I didn't stop completely, or if it was because I turned right on red. Let's turn right on red and see if we don't get another ticket. Maybe it was the state I'm in even. I don't know, there's so many things. Just like real trucking, there's a bunch of little things you don't understand until you got yourself in trouble. I found the reality with the trucking school that it comes with. In reality, trucking school used to be difficult, at least back in the 90s when I did it. And it's difficult on here too. I have a lot of trouble with getting my spatial awareness right. It's like there's something about the electronic view here in the computer that just isn't the exact same as being there. So I have to use the multiple views and things to try to get that spatial awareness right. Whoa, we're creeping up on some speed here. And another thing that's hard for me is like if I look sideways and then come back, I always drift. And the steering wheel never moved. It says, please pull in for a way station. Well, where's the way station? I don't know where the way station is. It's kind of a weird thing. Is the way station over here to the left? There's no way station down here. Oh yeah, there is. Wow. That's a strange deal. I almost passed that way station up. I think that was like $1,000 ticket. To the scales. I'll have to remember that can happen. Because usually your scales are just an exit on a highway. This you had to exit, turn down another road. It's hard to tell what they're trying to do. I guess they got the space out there to do some crazy stuff, so they do make some strange scale things. They may just want to write tickets for you blowing the scales too. Telling me I'm 82,000 pounds, which would be overweight, you would think, but guess not according to the game. In real life, 80,000 is your max weight, unless that's different for Idaho. But since last video, I've gotten used to my Moses steering wheel and pedals. I haven't added a real electronic transmission yet, or automatic transmission yet. We're still like in the arcade mode with the transmission. I had to add eye tracking because the video was just horrible because it bounced around everywhere. Where now you get kind of a slow turn. Wow. You get kind of a slow turn. Still a little jerky. But it's still not to my liking. Because when I look over and return, I've drifted, but I haven't moved my hand on the steering wheel. So there's a setting somewhere that I need to change for that. I'm not sure where. See, I just looked to the left and it drifts to the right. And I did not move my steering wheel. I understand the curve of the road and stuff can make a difference, but it shouldn't make that much. And I'm back. Yeah, it's just a constant problem. Look over, and I'm all the way in the other lane when I look back. And I never moved the steering wheel. So what setting is doing that? There's a scale house, but it's closed. So we can blow past that one. If this was anything like real life, I'd definitely want to get the speed back right. Because there was a trooper right there. So I had a few wild things happen. I got stuck with triples. You can get triples to a point where you can't get back up, and then you have to call for a record to get you set back up. So that took me a while to figure out. But just noticed there's a mirror up there where a rear view mirror would be in a car. I'm not sure why I have a rear view up there to the right with a left rear view mirror. Those don't look good in video, but for now we're going to go with it until I figure some more things out. So I learned that the loads that pay a lot, they're hard. I took one that was a extreme oversized load, and I couldn't even get out of the parking spot. I didn't understand what was going on. Something about you had to wait for your escorts and things like that, and overall it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm sure it's on me. There was something that I didn't learn before I did a load like that. So I learned not to take the super high paying loads when you're new. And as far as money goes, I still don't understand that yet. I've just been taking quick jobs. I read that you should try to get yourself $150,000. At first I read 100,000, and then I read 150,000. So I don't know. I might get a bank loan, see how that goes, and see if we can get anything happening with that. But there are definitely varying loads of difficulty to And I'll be glad when I get some of this figured out, because I'm learning to really appreciate the zen of the experience, than just driving. But the difficulty of it all kind of ruins that zen, because you start getting frustrated because you don't know how to do things. And with practice, that'll go away, and that'll be part of the zen experience too. That's how real trucking was. It took a while to get to where you could just relax. For me, especially in cities. I don't think I ever got to the point where I could relax in cities. So I hope the audio is coming through. That's one of the main goals of this little video, is to test that, even with all the aggravation I had. I've learned that Europeans really love the game. They seem to really be crowding YouTube with their simulators that look real and all that. A lot of them I have trouble understanding. They've got really, really thick accents, so a lot of them I can't really follow that well. It's not their fault. It's just I have a tough time with accents. Fireworks. Everybody loves fireworks. It's crazy that they're illegal, because they're sold everywhere, but most places sell them under the contract that you won't set them off in their state. Kind of funny. And I've just taken the wrong exit. Hey, stuff happens. We'll deal with it. I think I can turn around right here and get headed back the right way. Oh well, live and learn. Learn to pay attention. We'll see what rocker looks like. Fancy roundabout. And it says I can't go there. See, I would have went there. Oops, cattle crossings, that's what those are. Cattle won't cross those, so it helps keep cattle off the interstate. And one thing I don't like on this computer program, this gaming computer that I bought, is it's got lights on it. It's got LEDs, and they're really annoying. So I'm looking for ways to turn those off. There's got to be a way. Wow, I don't have any damage on my vehicle yet. I probably spoke too soon. But I am getting a little tired of the game already. And I think it's the frustration. It's just taking a little bit of learning, and it's like anything. You get to a point with it where it's like, Jesus, this isn't what I wanted. It's not what I expected. That type of thinking. And I'll push through it. I enjoy the videos too much to not try to keep making my own. Now, I don't like the realism here. What they'll do, that car started to do it, but the cars pass you, then get back in your lane and hit their brakes. And that's a bit of a bummer to have it happen over and over and over. That is realistic that they do it sometimes, but it's not realistic that they do it all the time. Boy, this strips will really tell on you in this when you drifting off the road, which I tend to do with these. It's like maybe that's why I drift when I turn, is because it's all these little macro adjustments that keep you headed straight. Yeah, you drift right over there, real easy. And I haven't found out exactly what'll get you a speeding ticket yet. And I've been tending to go over for a little while. But then I always get myself back together. And I do want the realistic ads and stuff. There's mods, supposedly. I haven't even tried a mod yet. I don't know what the mods do. I'm half afraid of them because just the eye tracking has been quite a hassle. It does some weird thing when I try to record the video that the mouse gets stuck in a little bouncy thing right in the center. I don't know what's causing that. But that's what I was fighting with when I started this video. I do think this is going to be a bit of a money and a time suck, so it'll have to be managed. I'll have to watch how much I use it and how much I spend on it, because they're small amounts. They're like, the game itself was only $5, but then with a bunch of add-ons it came up to like $40 for the ultimate. So it's going to be one that they make their money by constantly giving you add-ons, which makes sense. I don't have a huge problem with that. I can see it being quite a while before I want new states and things, but I do want more realistic weather, more realistic traffic, and just an overall more realistic scenario. I mean, not scenario, but look. This is pretty good, but there's some things that happen that you definitely feel the video game aspect of it. And some of these videos, I really like the ones where they don't talk at all. So I'm going to try some of those too. It doesn't cost anything to make the videos, so I can try all sorts of different things. But I've actually went to sleep watching other people's videos. They're just that relaxing. the noise. That's the other thing I want some mod to help with too. I want some more realistic noise. And some of this realism I want probably is right in the settings for the game. When I bumped up some settings for the monitor, it really changed it dramatically. So it's set up for a low-powered computer system when you get it. And that was one of the nice things I read about it, was it's not as computer intense as some other video games. So you didn't really need the best computer for it. We'll see if that holds up over time. And some videos I may talk and just tell people where I quit talking, so if they want to watch that, they can see that aspect of it. Swinging way too wide. Oh, I see why I got by with over 80,000. I didn't realize I had a triple axle. I should stop and look at my equipment before I start playing. Driving on stuff I don't even know what I'm in. That's not realistic. Wow, this is a short run. We're almost there already. It says we were hauling gypsum. I did know that. I knew we were heavy. It's got some nice views here. We're almost there already. And I don't understand how working with your own truck's going to be. I can see the advantages of I can go wherever I want to go. And that would help with my videos, I think. But I also want to see how the cars work. I've seen people playing cars and I have no idea how they got the car yet. Some sort of mod. looks like we're going to deliver right down here. Oops. It's going right past it. Well, let's see where they need it. Just on the dock right there. See if we got enough room to sight it. I really haven't been able to do all the backing. I really messed up. Maybe I can get turned around. In real life, this would not work with a triple axle. So we'll try to do it without the extra views. I'm going to straighten it out a little bit. See if we can see it in the rear view. That ain't gonna work without the... I gotta have this view to back them for some reason. Maybe we'll get better at some point though. Get mine back up here. Drop that there. And get our money. And we're looking at 10,000 from that job. That was pretty high. Well, when we go up here, 106,000, so we've surpassed 106,000 yet. And if we start goofing around, I don't want upgrades. I want a new truck. How do you shop for a new truck? Let's go ahead and add some skills. Oh, we didn't get any skill points for that one. What does the used truck have to offer? Ooh, we can't afford much truck yet. This one looks nice. We'd have to go to the bank for that. Yeah, not much. And that doesn't look like a truck I'd want to build on. So, what about new trucks? Will they sell you new trucks? I can't even get near a Peterbilt yet. They won't even show me one. That's just everything. What's this guy selling up here? Oh, it's the Mack dealer. I need something with a sleeper. It'd have to be that. 157. Wow. Yeah, we got some time until we think about buying. And what does the bank have to offer? Do they got banks? I can borrow $100,000. That might be the way to go. Do they have down payments? Well, I've got $100,000 now. So let's go ahead and buy a truck. Let's go see what all this business is about so we can fail like real life truck drivers do. What do they got in used trucks? There's Peterbilt. No Peterbilts with sleepers. What do they got with sleepers? Nobody wants to sell a used truck with a sleeper. Wow. They want you to have some change, boy. Let's buy a used truck then. Let's get one of those. I mean a new truck. What am I doing? I want to buy that nice new one. It. Wonder what other dealers got. Sorry to make you watch me do all my shopping here. I guess that's how we're gonna do it. What other truck dealerships are there? Maybe we should go with Kenworth. What does Kenworth have? Well, it looks like I'm stuck with Mack. They really want you to play this game for a long time before they start giving you sweet trucks. dealers, really. You get these 3 and that's it. Oh, looks like we're buying a Mack. Let's get in here. How do I get back to him? Oh man, I seen that truck and you can't even buy those yet. Wow. Well, that's what we're gonna do. Gonna start running the day cab here, it looks like. And I think I already bought a garage by mistake. I don't know what you gotta do with this right here. I guess you gotta watch all of this. And we gotta start it up. Driving in here. And we'll have a look here. Economy Sunday. Can we upgrade it any? Okay. It's the recruitment agency. Oh, that's for if I want to hire a driver. Okay. Live and learn. Well, I guess we ought to just go make some money with that thing first. But yeah, we made it to a new truck. Their freight market is what I should use for that. Well, I don't know how it'll work with a day cab and all. We'll just have to start driving it and find out. All right, we'll see you next time.